I'm a witness of the most tragic time in the history of mankind. I lost my mom in a gas chamber. And all my life, I asked, why? For 30 years, I didn't speak. But in 1972, Holocaust survivors in Sydney met and decided that if we don't speak, who will speak? And in 92, we opened this museum.
It was in the mid-1990s when I first met Eddie, and he made an immediate impact on my students. Because what they learn here is a lesson about humanity, and it has great moral significance. We can learn to empathise because we learn from their stories.
I want to support the museum and the JCA. And I want to teach the children while I'm alive to be kind, to be polite, to be helpful and respectful. This is my aim, to change the world to a better place. Not for me, for everyone.
It was a normal afternoon after school. I'd caught the bus like I did most days. On our way, a group of boys came on the bus and began saying these racist comments and threatened us by saying, "We'll slit your throat." I mean, I was scared. And at the time I was 11, but there were still 5-year-olds on the bus. I took it upon myself to go to the juvenile justice hearing and stand up for everyone who was on this bus. And I don't think I would have been able to do it without Vic and the Jewish border deputies.
What happened to Noah and the other kids on that bus was unacceptable. At the Border Deputies, I am proud to play but a small part in doing whatever we can to ensure the political security of our community.
Vic met with me before the hearing and just explained what was going to happen, and I felt supported through the whole way.
The mandate of the Border Deputies is the security of the community. That means everything from anti-Semitism on Facebook to bigotry on a school bus. The Border Deputies are spearheading a campaign to persuade our state government to make it a crime to incite violence. And this is just a microcosm of the work that we do to ensure the political security of our community. We are very fortunate here to live in a thriving and flourishing community. But for that to continue, we need a thriving and flourishing JCA.
For anyone who experiences anti-Semitism or feels threatened by their Jewish identity, be proud of who you are and stand up for yourself.
This is my brother Nicky. He's very funny, very quirky, just such a great kid. I love him to bits. He loves basketball, he loves to play sport as well. Nicky, what do you think about making friends through sport? How does it make you feel?
Happy.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with anything, sport brings a community together. The Maccabi All Abilities program really sets an example for our community on how to be inclusive and allow everybody to participate.
So Nicky's a part of All Abilities, and I think it's a great avenue for him to make new connections, meet new people through sport, and he loves it, so it's a win for everyone, really. Do you remember that time we did sailing?
Yeah.
All Abilities? Was that fun?
Yeah.
What did you get to do on the boat?
Steer.
Yeah, they gave you a chance to steer, that's right.
I donate my time because I get a sense how important it is to form part of an inclusive community that brings everybody together. At the same time, to meet community needs, it's important to donate money as well, and you can see the importance of the role that JCA plays to allow that money to go where it's needed most.
I want my brother to grow up in a community that is inclusive and supportive, a community that gives him the same opportunities that I was lucky enough to be given growing up.
As a child, it was very difficult for me. My mother and brother were very abusive. I couldn't eat. I felt sick all the time from the physical and emotional abuse. 4 years ago, I had an accident and I was in hospital for 8 weeks, and my digestion shut down and I've been on an enteral feeding pump. and I was facing the prospect of going home to a total life of immobility, not eating, not working, and no money.
Jewish Care came into Jane's life at a critical time. When I met Jane and heard her story, I felt deeply moved. Knowing the trauma that she had been through and how much she had suffered, I really wanted to make life a little bit easier for her.
Sandy Brandt organised for Jewish Care to subsidise me. That was life-changing for me, that somebody cared if I was alive, and it was so healing emotionally for me. Jewish Care was not just an organisation, there were people there with big hearts.
There's so many vulnerable people in our Jewish community, and I'm so grateful that through the funding we have received from JCA, I've been able to provide the care and the resources and the services that someone like Jane needed.
To be dying now with love and dignity for myself and others, that's thanks to all the love at Jewish Care.
I would have probably been like the last person to get involved in the Jewish community. It wasn't until I actually joined the Jumpstart Innovation Hub that I kind of had a more active role in the community.
I got involved in Jumpstart through the Giving Forum, which recognized that there was a need in the community to involve the younger members. We wanted to encourage young Jewish entrepreneurs to come together in a meaningful way.
Working out of the hub has changed my perspective of the importance of community. Honestly, I just think it's maybe one of the most powerful things about this community is just how connected everyone is.
Well, I think it's frankly about the continuations of one's traditions and a sense of belonging. I mean, this is the short and sweet of it. You don't give for any other reason. We hope that our children will continue the tradition and stay within the community. The JCA has got a lot of constituents and it supports all of them, and if it didn't support them, then they wouldn't exist and the whole community would fall apart.
The JCA is the financial and planning glue which holds our community together.
It's so important for our clients to know that they're being supported by the community. And I'm just so grateful that JCA helps us to provide those services.
Without having an organization like the JCA, there would be no community.
JCA has the ability to ensure the strength of this community for the future.
This museum would close tomorrow if we wouldn't have the help from the JCA.